This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing.
Check 50, check 50. Down. Watch twits.
They'll call. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Rashard. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. 93. 56. Mott's 56.
On 2nd and 7. That's complete to Rashard, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
61, matchbox lights. You're mine. 93.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. They can change momentum in a big way.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Where's 318? Use the mic. Not here. Hatchet. Inside.
The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Fights through him and shelling through the tackle. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Jim, Mike.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check 26.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You got it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, 88. 53's mine. Yeah. 53's mine. Watch twist. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. You can't block me.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's caught by Parker. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
He's checking. 637. Express. Go Chiefs. 56.
Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
319. Watch the run. They're running it. Check three.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Check me out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check
Hey,
him.
wahoo. Flip it down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
That's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, writing the playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch it. Come on, switch it. White Monday down. Check 31. Bobo's the mic.
Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Vikings have scored, swinging back in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
What now?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Raider 2. Express.
Hey, Alpha.
Bobo's the mic.
X3. 2X.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
From midfield, his call. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr complete to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
It's a gain of 20.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Carr to the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
Marcus Green on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's
rush coming and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs running right through it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Richard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 7:34. 56. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go. Slam. 6:18.
The Raiders do snap it. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
694. Purdue. Express.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Now, 185, 29. Watch the run. Raider run. Switch. White. 7:34.
Back to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check. He's coming. 9. Boost right, team.
Hey, Echo.
To throw is Carr. It's complete to Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere. The most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Raiders, They climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.